set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll get this out wide, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
For a Seahawks first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started. And that last one results in a first down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Right at midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. He'll step up and run this. And a nice run. He'll be close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He'll try and run it with Walker. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
And he'll to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to run it. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Seahawks, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Charbonnet. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Walker. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. They'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
First down. A gain of 16
Zone
yards.
route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The tackle by Garrett Hall. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Chicago.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
They'll put Loveland in motion. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll go again with Swift. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. He pulls it in around the 5.
Complete to number 15, Rome Odunze. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal. They're going to run it here with Manunga. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
They'll try and throw. And here's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's out of bounds, couple of yards short of the marker, so decision to make here as it's 4th down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And this will pay off. It is caught. Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Bears.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bears 7, Seahawks 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own
The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the second time. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third and 2.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
Gain of 11. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Jalen Johnson on
They
the
got
coverage.
there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Darnold again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert third and 18 for a first down?
26-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Second and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
This is a great example of why these outbreaking routes towards the sidelines are so critical to have great timing and rhythm between the receiver and the quarterback. In this case, he just can't quite keep his feet in bounds. Great effort to secure the catch, but it's going to result in an incomplete.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
He is 2 for 2. That kick Back within one. It's 7-6. So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. On the give, it is Manunga. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. Darnold to throw on 1st down. He'll rotate Cobb. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard mark. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Two minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this 1st half. We're back to Seattle after this. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take off again.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's 2nd and 2. Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 2.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze.
Complete to Odunze. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Give up the middle with Swift. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
He'll step up and run, and Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
1st and 10.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears extend their lead to 10-6.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throw on 1st down is Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott. Thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
At the 39-yard line.
Run now for Monunga. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Chicago.
That's another Bears first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
They will run it over center with Swift, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And the Bears are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
First and goal.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bears are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6.
Seahawks 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Shaheed now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Flush to his right. He keeps it himself.
These plays just kill you. Defense, the pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Darnold. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 7. Another run here. Another run by Swift. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
They'll go play action here with Williams. The man left side, that's Zacchaeus. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of
15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another 1st down. They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake. Now Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Swift. they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one.
Bears,
First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Bears.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he's into the end zone. Cole Kmet, touchdown Chicago. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will extend this third-quarter lead.
Seahawks 6. Santos.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now Walker, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down by DeMarco Jackson. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
So 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Darnold to throw on second down. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Back at the 45-yard
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. High-headed defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's now third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. Darnold to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down. Throwing, Darnold. That's incomplete. Darius Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll run, it's Swift, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's third down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one on target to Moore. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run with Mananga. And that one shut down more.
No gain on.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On the ground, it's Swift, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
To throw, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will extend their lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. Whoa! A good return as he takes it across the 30. Well, Seahawks offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Darnold to throw on first down. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Darnold. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Darnold. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
6-yard pickup.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Darnold to throw again. He'll get it inside the 20. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Here's Darnold again. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete to Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
And 10 yards.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
This kick is good. Makes the score Bears 27, Seahawks 13.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. A run here with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game.
At the 46-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
On third down, it's Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. And he will score! Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Bears.
A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Shaheed now to return it. Ooh. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. To throw on first down is Darnold. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
All right, here we go. Don't let him run. We got this.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Here's Darnold. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.